everybody. Welcome to Realtor Reputation. I feel like I sound like a talk show host or something when I do that.
Come on down.
Come on down. I'm Apryl Lopez.
And I'm Shannon Howard-Bisordi.
And welcome to episode 4. I think episode 4.
I don't know. We should know.
Probably.
I think episode 4. And we are in our new Vanguard podcast studio that is in the process of being decorated.
Yes, we are blank walls behind us because that's going to be changing. We'll see how that goes. But
we now have a dedicated space for lights, camera, action, which is very exciting.
Which, I mean, behind the scenes, I don't know if we've ever really shown behind the scenes, but it was a lot of setup and that sort of thing. Because we meet, it was every week. We're doing every other week just because we've been busy with life.
We're in busy season. Busy season.
It's selling season, people. So anyway, needless to say, here we are. So yay. Let's jump right into our mom moment of the week. I think we had a really exciting week.
Because we did. We have been on the go.
Yes, absolutely. And because Shannon and I have teenagers who are now in the same sport, at least, because Abby's running.
Yes.
Yeah. My son is track and field also, but he's doing the shot put. We ran into each other
at the Casa track meet.
At the Casa track meet. So
literally ran into each other.
Yeah, she actually was in line for the bathroom. The bathroom line was extremely long. And I was like, oh, hey, friend.
It's good to know a friend in the bathroom line.
That's exactly right. So it was actually funny, though, because my husband will post a picture because my husband's like, wait, you tell this story.
So her husband's very funny. And so we had already met earlier. And then I was sitting with some other friends catching up. And he comes walking up to me and he's like, do I know you? Are you famous? Can I have your autograph? Are you on a podcast? Just totally being
my snarky
silly.
Yeah.
I was like, get out of here.
Go somewhere. But track meets are fun, but I feel like it's the same as a wrestling tournament. You just sit there all day long.
I feel like it's waiting. Hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, I'm over here. We're starting. And then you get over there and you wait.
I think what's annoying about it is, the first week we had it, a lot of the kids were still in other sports.
Yeah.
So we had soccer going on and basketball and all this stuff. So
yeah.
Abby was in 5 events because they needed to fill the spots.
Yeah.
But now that the kids have filtered in, she went to register that week and she thought she was doing 3 or 4 events and she was in 1.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to sit here for 8 hours and you're in one thing. But luckily somebody couldn't come. So she was able to fill in their spots. So that was just kind of interesting and then this week I don't know if you helped me. There's 2 different track meets, I guess, but one of them's in Pittsburgh.
I don't know. We're going to Pioneer High, I think.
Yeah, that's I think that's the jamboree.
Because he said Calvin had said it's only the non-running.
Yeah. So we're going to the running one in Pittsburgh.
Fun. At least I get to go see it.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm heading to lacrosse with Safi and Marin, and Mark drew the short straw on that one.
Well, our Saturday was divide and conquer, right? Keith started. He brought Callan to the track meet early. I met him there. Hurry up and wait. I sat there with him, and then Bea had a doubleheader for softball. So then I leave. I had to go run and grab a Diet Coke. You know how that goes. I was so thirsty.
It was hot. It's hot.
It was hot. But it's the divide and conquer of kids' sports. Yeah, I feel bad because I want to be there for everything, but it's what are you supposed to do? And then
Safi was loving it because it was at her school and she was setting up the dance. And then after that really fun day, I got to go chaperone the spring fling dance.
Oh, that's right. You sent me a video.
It was so cute, though. The girls were dressed in these cute flower dresses. A lot of boys had bow ties. They were really sweet, but it was very, very different from homecoming because there was about 250 kids versus 850.
Oh, wow.
So it felt actually really empty in there.
Yeah.
And we were there. It's from 7 to 10, and by 9, we're savagely ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was kind of ready to go. And I think most of the kids were because, it's really different than our day and age. People just jump and they do dance circles, but they don't really dance.
Yeah, it's a different type of dancing.
I don't know. It's a very different type.
Yeah.
So I think everyone after 2 hours, that's kind of the max limit
of jumping around.
But it was but I have to say I have to give it up to the kids. The ones that were there, it was mostly kind of the freshmen and sophomores because I guess the juniors and seniors are kind of over this dance. because they have prom coming up too.
Yeah.
But they were really nice and polite. And I was also at the popular table that was giving out free crumble and something bundt cakes. So they really liked me. But it was cute. It was fun.
It was my daughter's birthday on Monday, and she brought over her own bundt cakes. We got her dessert, I will say that, but she really wanted to go to get bundt cakes. So she ended up going and getting bundt cakes, and then she came over. They're so good.
Oh, I love the funfetti one.
Oh, the funfetti and the lemon one.
Oh, yes, the lemon one.
Oh my God, those are so good.
Yes, we should have those on our next show.
Honestly, it's my other daughter's birthday. My girls are 3 days apart, so it's Bea's birthday today.
Should we go get her some?
Maybe.
And I love that they come in different sizes. Like, if you don't know, they come in like cupcake.
Yes.
Then they have like a small size, so you could get like 3 different cakes and like put them on a tray. So like your family can like slice them. We've done that before. So you have like.
And we're going out to dinner tonight.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know what? Thanks for the idea.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
On. So what else is going on?
Not much. Busy. Selling season is happening for sure.
Effect.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm working with a lot of sellers who are kind of on the fence about, because some of them are contingent sales. So on the fence about like, when do they list their house as they're looking and doing all of that. So I'm having a lot of conversations right now. I have a few listings coming up. So I'm just busy as far as that goes. Few buyers. There are a lot of buyers in the market right now.
There are a lot of buyers.
But there's also a lot of listings.
Yes.
I will say that.
You looked it up. Did you say?
I said,
because at our meeting the other day, they said that this year we're up like 30% from last year of listings at this time.
I think we had active 700 listings or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
Sonoma
was
County.
really good. I know I took out some first-time buyers this past week, and we were kind of, checking out different homes. And there was actually some homes to show them. We actually was like kind of cool that there was more than one house to show them. So we looked at like 4 different houses. We wrote an offer. We're one of 5.
Yeah.
And we got it solidified last night.
Nice job.
Thank you. I was very excited. And then the funny part about it is, when people talk to like their parents or their friends, then they got a little bit nervous because they were saying that it happened too fast, and their friends had taken months and months, and they had written all these offers and nothing got accepted. So then they were kind of
and that's when I say, oh, I'm that good.
Yeah. Well, and I said, well, we wrote a really good offer.
Yeah.
And we didn't give away the bank, or we were able to keep a contingency.
Totally.
Do those things too.
Yeah.
But I said, this is where the local reputation, like I knew the listing agent. We had a local lender. We talked them into getting pre-approved from a local lender versus like a big box bank.
Yeah.
That you get the 1-800 number person. The lender called them before the offer, So all those little tiny things, and I would say 3 of the 5 offers were almost like the same. We were like neck and neck.
Yeah.
So, whatever the deciding factors are, those little tiny things give you that little leg up.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. When what I say tells the story, right? Because with fair housing laws and that sort of thing, everybody will ask me, hey, can we write those letters? And I'm like, well, it's kind of a tricky one. It's really if a seller wants to review them, for one.
Right.
But I don't advise my sellers to read them just because of the new laws and everything.
Yes.
Well, not even new. They've been out for a long time.
Right.
But, you have to tell a story somehow. And that's the way we at least try to get our offer accepted, and then they can find out what the story is.
And I think
the buyer.
the other thing that's really important, and I don't want to give away all of our secrets, but there becomes a time when technology is really taken over, like, the world and this industry, and a lot of newer people, they're intimidated maybe by more experienced agents, but they don't want to pick up the phone. And that's how you meet people. And that's how you build that rapport, is going to the tour meetings to, which we do, and to pick up the phone and say like, hey, like, let me tell you a little bit about my clients.
Right.
Or if your clients are going to the open house, and it's not always the listing agent holding it, but, knowing that your clients have gone to the house 2 or 3 times versus, 5 minutes. How serious are they, and introducing themselves and saying, April's my realtor, and she took us here, but we're back again for a closer look. Right. Because now they're like, oh, I think I met your clients, at the open house.
Which is why I go on broker tour. I have the conversations. I send my clients to the open house. I go to the open house with my clients.
Me too. I try to
I try to also.
Or I will call ahead of time and say, hey, I'm sending
Absolutely.
Bill and Susie over or whatever, to go to the open house. But I think all of those like little things make a difference when it comes down to that.
I had the same situation happen on Tuesday. We had an offer accepted. We were 1 out of 5. There was
a magic number.
Right. But I thought, on Sunday we were going to go preview houses. I thought we were going to go look at 2 or 3. Well, come to find out within that price range, everything ended up coming on market. We looked at 7 houses, which is a great amount of inventory, at least so my clients have a selection as far as what's going to work best for them.
And I think like the hard part is you don't want to feel like you're pressuring anybody into something. Right. And second of all, like you want them to be like, oh, now I see, because the ones we looked at, the funny part is all 3 of them we looked at this one day were all exactly the same price.
Really?
All in the same kind of general area. So they got to really see, like, for this price, 3 houses, not to say that was the ending price. But okay, so now I can really like compare and contrast. And I think that was really powerful too.
Yeah.
Because they also felt like it was affordable and in their range. And if they had to overbid, they weren't overpaying.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a concern.
Yeah. And I tell my clients, the playbook is going to be different for every single house.
And every single situation.
Yep. But that's what I'm here for, is to talk you through it.
Absolutely. And explain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome. So I feel like we should do a Swiftie standout of the week, and that is the $40 million property that came on.
$40 million. Here, we're like really excited to get like a 1, a 2, even a $4 million listing.
$40 million. $40 million. I
don't even know if I know how many zeros to write on that.
Right? You're like, so this is Bing Crosby's house, and it is local to our area, we'll say Bay Area, because it's Hillsborough. So it is gorgeous, we'll say. It's got some wonderful features to it, but it's 11 bedrooms, just to give you the stats. 11 bedrooms, 10 full, 5 partial baths. So that's
15 bathrooms?
15 bathrooms. And
I mean, if you have a wedding, then everybody can have a bathroom.
I mean, your septic system's got to be pretty amazing, right? They probably have multiple on that in that case, right? The interior square footage is 13,635 square feet, and it sits on 5.38 acres. Like huge. We'll post some pictures just so you can see, but it was built in 29, and it definitely has the characteristics of that. But it is wonderful. Like, you can't even explain this house.
Big lot in that area. I don't know if you've ever driven through Hillsborough. My husband's from down there, and that's like one of our favorite things to do. Like, he likes to take the kids through like San Mateo, Hillsborough, and my best friend's grandpa has a house down there. But usually, they're like very nice, like a stately mansions. They remind me of like Connecticut homes, like with the pillars and like very beautiful.
Right.
But usually, they're on an acre, if that, or a half an acre. And, the cheap house that's like falling down is usually like $4 million. It's, what I mean? So to have that many acres and be that large,
it's pretty amazing.
Kind of rare and amazing.
Well, I did Google the address of this mansion, we'll say, at $40 million. And it is, I just thought it was funny that I should bring it up, that the Zillow Zestimate, please don't ever go by that. We say it all the time.
How we feel about Zillow.
Sometimes, right. Sometimes it can be accurate or close to accurate, but it's just based on an algorithm, right? So other times it could be way off. So I just wanted to point out that the estimate for this house is around $12.5 million. So
wow, that's really different.
It's a big difference.
Now with the algorithm, I just want to point out that it does not take like-kind properties. So when we, do like a comparative market analysis, we're trying to find houses that are a similar square footage, similar neighborhood, similar bed and bath. So if there is a townhouse complex, for example, because I've had this really throw off Zillow's estimates in the past.
Yeah.
it's going to take those. So if you're trying to list, a couple $1 million home and then there's $700,000 townhouses, it's going to bring yours down to like 1.2, 1.3.
Right.
And then you have the buyers that are not from the area or the agents not from the area. They're like, well, why is this so overpriced? Zillow says, and you're like, because it's not an attached townhouse.
Right.
And so this is like, I'm just curious, like outside of all the acreage, like what,
Oh,
it's phenomenal.
I know. I
and also Zillow does not go inside your house.
That's right. As far as improvements and things that have been done and just the maintenance, because deferred maintenance is a thing.
And they don't know if you have new HVACs, windows, roofs, like all. So that's just important.
Yep. Agreed.
But I'm curious to see what's.
I want to go. Yeah, we'll have to stay alert on this one. I want to go tour it.
I know.
Like,
let's go.
It's pretty, like the library is amazing. Who could have a room?
A library?
Just like a library.
I mean, who has time to read in a library?
I mean,
I wish I did.
If I had $40 million, I think I would have time to read.
Or you could just have someone read to you.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's Audible.
Yeah, Audible. I like
Audible, whatever.
Yes, I love that. I totally love that.
Okay, cool.
So I want to play a little game with you.
Yes, I think.
Speaking of Zillow, because I just think this is funny, and I've had some clients bring this up lately.
I'm ready for this because Shannon had the idea that she wants to do a little trivia with me. So let's just see.
So you know that AI is a thing now.
Uh-huh.
And as realtors, we always want to represent a home in the best light for our clients. So I'm going to give you a realtor term.
Okay.
And then I want you to give me the synonym to what the real word is.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready for it.
Cozy.
Very small.
Hidden gem.
It's a hidden gem. It's a standout in the neighborhood, but not for the best reasons.
Otherwise known as a shitbox.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Won't last.
I was being nice on that one. Won't last. It's going to sit on the market for a minimum of 30 days.
Or forever. Motivated seller.
Motivated seller, like sell this effing house now.
Desperate, we're about to get foreclosed on.
Yeah, that's right. Desperate.
This is my favorite.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Up and coming neighborhood.
Up and coming neighborhood. It is not an up and coming neighborhood. We just need to sell this house in this neighborhood.
AKA very bad. Check the crime report. Ghetto is what this is.
Oh, wait, is that what AI said?
Ghetto.
Ghetto. Oh my goodness.
Ready for this one?
Okay.
Stunning house.
Stunning. Stunning means it's not stunning, that you're going to walk in and be like, ooh, the pictures definitely didn't show this house. Normal. Yes.
Feels like.
Oh, so it's very small, but it feels big? No.
Doesn't feel like.
It doesn't feel like.
In this one. Good bones.
That it is a fixer-upper that you are going to probably have to tear everything out.
About to collapse.
Yeah. The foundation is collapsing.
And my favorite, which is not in here,
okay.
My favorite word is bucolic.
Bucolic. Oh, yeah. What was that last season that we were talking about?
Yeah.
Bucolic views.
It's a bucolic view. It means it has some trees outside. Maybe some grass.
We were talking about this maybe in a meeting or something about using AI and just like the words just like this. And I'm just like, it's hilarious because AI will totally, when it's an AI description versus just like me describing a house. I like to write, so I like to always write my own descriptions. But, sometimes I guess I'll use AI but really I just Google like, what's a synonym?
Yes. I've always done that. And so I started to use AI, but then I go in and I edit it.
Yeah.
Because it sounds very robotic sometimes. And I know that
and they all sound the same.
Right. So you have to,
Yeah.
I think you have to massage it a bit.
Yes.
In other words, edit your shit.
And of course we want like our listings to sound, amazing.
Luxurious.
We want people to walk through the door. That's what it is. But I mean, I think photos have a lot to do with that
I use this one a lot in staging where I say spa-like, which means I used white towels.
I use white.
Because nothing's worse than like when you go into a house and they have like that hideous, like flowered, like grungy shower curtain, or like their dirty, colored, faded, bleach stained towels. I'm like, just get rid of it all.
Yeah.
Just hang a white shower curtain and white towels. And it does make a difference.
Oh, it makes a huge difference.
But it's just always like funny to me.
Your staging, by the way, Shannon has been like hot to trot on staging.
Thank you.
She has been busy with this spring season.
Oh my gosh, like I can't even keep up. And Crystal told me that she told Timothy the other day that I need to fire my admin, which is me, because I can't keep up. And he's all, who's your admin? And she's like, her. But the thing about me is when I tell you via text, I got it, I got the date, got the deposit, the paperwork will come, but I got it.
She'll text you the amount of what the invoice will be. It just will come
Later.
Yeah.
Later-ish.
Later.
I need AI to do that for me.
Yes.
I need it.
I agree.
I think we're going to put Sarah on that.
But that's okay. Anytime I refer you, I'm like, Shannon will tell you the amount, but just
know that
the paperwork will be coming.
It'll be coming. It's hard.
But I just want to say that you staged a listing here in Santa Rosa, Robbie's listing.
Uh-huh.
It looks incredible.
Thank you.
But I have to point out the cat in the catico. Is it catico? Is it
catio?
catio?
Yeah.
What is whatever?
It's a cat patio, so it's a catio.
It's a catio.
Catio.
So this seller built one of the catios.
It's like outside of one of the bedrooms.
The bedroom windows. So you open up the window so the cat can go out. And it's this cute little thing or whatever. But I'm walking through and Robbie goes, "Did you see the cat?" And I was like, wait, what? So sure enough, I'm sure we have a picture of it. We should post it.
Yeah.
She grabbed a stuffed animal cat.
But it looks pretty good.
It looks great. And it's just like sitting there. Oh my God.
I
was dying. I was like,
attention to detail.
This is the best. I posted a reel on my
Yeah,
Instagram.
I saw it.
And I was all, oh my God, this is
it's
the
almost
best.
like Waldo. Like I feel like it should be like we should like hide it like in every house.
Totally.
So like from the last episode, like I was at a house and a real cat like ran through my legs and I screamed, right? So the funny part about this story was we were staging this house in Marin and they had this like side room that I staged into like a playroom, but it was literally a side room built for this lady's cats.
Oh my gosh.
And it had like a full like I don't even know like cat runway
like up the walls and stuff.
And
yeah.
it was like really tastefully done. It was like, and so the realtor was like, well, I don't know what to do with this. And I'm like, well, how about if I just make it, a kid's space? We'll put in like a teepee and I put in like a table and chairs. And then I got the stuffed cat because I'm like, well, it looks weird without something there, right? Yeah. So I went to the store and I found this like stuffed cat. Well, Sarah, my assistant, was making the bed and I just had it like sitting on the ground because I just like threw it down and she comes out and she's like, there's a cat here. So funny.
Oh my God. You should have placed this damn cat in all of your listings.
It was so funny when we were staging the other house when the real cat came because it wasn't the stuffed one. So she was cracking up because I got like stumped by the cat.
I feel like, is this year going to be like the cat?
It's going to be the year of the cat. And then the funny part is I don't even like cats. So it's just like hilarious. So and then Sarah's always like, when there was a cat in the house or like outside, she's like, oh, the cat found you. So now it's sort of like this joke, right? So then when Robbie was like, I don't know what to do with that. I'm like, I've got it. I've got it.
I have the perfect thing.
Robbie's like, really?
So sad. So funny. But I will say, I didn't think I liked cats until I got my cat.
I think it's different. It's kind of like kids.
Until
you have your own.
I love my cat. Like, it's the sweetest little kitty cat. So.
Well, one time I house sat for people years ago.
Yeah.
And the cats were evil.
Oh,
they were really upset when the owner like left and it peed on my pillow and then up on the stove it just was like awful.
Oh,
so I was like, oh my God, is it gonna like smother me and kill me at night?
Like, gonna get rid of this damn cat.
And anyways, it was just sort of.
My cat is definitely like a princess where she will come to you when she wants to be pet. And then if she doesn't want to be pet, she'll sit next to you and you'll go to pet her and she'll be like, ew. And she doesn't really like bite hard, but she'll like snap at you.
Yeah.
Like to try to like bite at me. And I was like, dude, you BITCH.
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone. And she's like,
well, I think there's definitely,
I'm not in the mood.
There's nice kitties. Like, I had a kitty once in college, and my college boyfriend was very nice because when I moved back here, my mom was allergic, so I couldn't take it. So he took it home and used to send me pictures of the cat. He like got the cat in custody.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens with this cat.
I know. So we'll have to find it. So,
staging.
if you, maybe, you might have a cat bed in your next staging job. I do.
They have those cute little
Have you seen them? Like the little,
cat,
I might have to get like one
the
of those
baskets or whatever, the cat baskets.
Like home goods. They're like so, you never know.
Just saying. But anyway, you did a phenomenal job staging.
It's been really,
as you always do.
For the referrals. It's been really busy, but can I just share one last funny thing?
Mm-hmm.
So as I was house shopping, and I don't mean to be unkind, but as
I know what you're talking about.
a stager, what is the one thing, can I just ask you, like, if you have a house without overhead lighting, like as a stager, what is something that's obvious that you should put in a house?
Oh, lighting for sure. Because the worst thing to do is walk through just this dark.
Oh my God. So I went to this house. And to be fair, I thought, like, sometimes, like, the owners want to leave things behind. Yeah. And, like, sometimes I will work with the owners' things.
Yeah.
And, you just want to have something. But sometimes nothing is better than something if it's really bad. I will just say that, like, just do virtual. If you can't afford staging or don't want to, just do virtual staging. Yeah. Do not. So I thought maybe the realtor was trying to be a stager. No. This was a real staging company for sure. It had like, I don't even know, like,
Shannon
never seen anything like it. It was not from our area. It was a stager from out of area. It was so bad. And the fact that there was no lights, we had to like walk with like flashlights. And then like I go into the primary bedroom and there's like this, like, like one of those like solar lamps, like it's like this little tank, and then like hitting it.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. And like the little light pops on and then there's like this like tiger like statue. I was like, oh my God.
Shannon sent me a picture because she was like, you will not believe.
And I just said, my advice is just because you can doesn't mean you should.
There are stagers who will work within your budget.
And yeah, and if you get a referral, thank you. I don't really advertise. I get most of my business through referral. My Instagram definitely needs to be upgraded. My marketing assistant.
Your marketing assistant.
But I appreciate
your admin, your marketing assistant, all those people. So.
But anyways, it was just like really funny because I was sad for the owner and the realtor. Like, you actually paid money for this. Like, I was very sad for them.
Yeah.
Like
I can only imagine.
It was very bad. But anyways, that was my staging.
Well, that's us. That's us selling Sonoma County real estate.
Here we are.
No, and that's when
can't make it up.
That's exactly. Shannon will text me every single time she walks through her house, and when it's like one of those oddball things, she's like, "You can't make it up."
I mean, there was like at one point where there was like, when your kids have like beans or like those like marbles that go. There was like just a jar of like marbles. I was like,
Tristine.
I don't know. Okay.
You never know. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for this episode.
Yes, hopefully we'll have more exciting stories in a couple of weeks. We have spring break coming up.
We do, and we are trying to make it fun and exciting for you guys. So if you have any suggestions or topics in real estate that you would like to talk about, just let us know. But sayonara.
Bye.